Hello friends, and welcome to today's episode. In a world where people are often defined by what they can do, a child's physical limits seem to set the course of her life. She was born without a leg, so she knew her life would be full of difficulties. But she had no idea that her biggest fight would be the key to her biggest win. Milagros, or Millie for short, was left at a hospital and locked in a room for a year. But fate had something else in mind for her. As soon as the door to her hospital room opened, a guy walked in, and Millie's life would never be the same again. She beat the chances against her by being strong and determined, and her story of hope is one you'll never forget. Millie was born without a leg, and her birth mother left the hospital without her. She lived there for a year without much hope for what would happen next. She was lucky that a man named Hector Trejo came into her life. He was a doctor from Chivilcoy, Argentina, who couldn't stop thinking about Millie after he met her. He finally got his wife, Maria, to come see her. Millie had a hard time getting used to her new life. At 3.5 years old, she only weighed 7 kilograms. At first, Maria didn't pay much attention to Millie. But after she got to know the girl, she couldn't stop thinking about her. More and more, the woman went to see the precious child. Millie started to cry when Maria left the hospital after a while. She was afraid that the woman would leave her alone. But Maria and Hector were not the same. 5 years had gone by without the couple being able to have a kid of their own. The courts told them that they could take care of Millie, but that they couldn't adopt her. It was a hard truth to face, but Maria said, "Well, I've made up my mind. I'd rather fall in love with her and have her taken away from me than send her to an institution." Maria thought back to the day her phone rang and told her something about Millie. She found out that the little girl was going to stay with them for a while. Millie was thrilled, but she had trouble getting used to her new life. Millie was 3.5 years old and only weighed 7 kilograms. She also didn't know how to walk, so she pulled herself along the ground. Millie was lucky to have a lot of help, and after a month with her new family, she started to walk. 3 months later, she called Maria Mommy, which was a magical moment for the whole family. Millie's foster parents wanted her to have the same experiences as other kids, so when she asked to learn how to skate, they made sure she did. She even started to compete, and thousands of people cheered for her. Millie's new friends and family gave her a life full of chances, which was very different from what she could have had in a home. Millie's athletic success was better than everyone thought it would be. She started running on the track and even went to Brazil for a competition. From competing in foreign events to finding new confidence, the girl was a great example. Even though she was new to skating, people were always shouting Millie, Millie, when she did a trick. Even though she was doing well, another miracle happened. The law said that Maria and Hector could adopt Millie. It was a dream come true and meant everything to them. During the adoption process, Millie's answers to the judge's questions were easy and from the heart, but they were very important. Her answer to the second question confirmed what her heart had always told her. She wanted to be with her loving and caring parents, Maria and Hector. Her words gave her hope and showed her how important family is. They also helped her know for sure where she belonged. Millie had been through a lot of hard things, but the love of her family gave her a sense of safety and connection. The father was so proud of his beautiful daughter that he couldn't stop talking about her. "I couldn't tell you what kind of person this girl is. She is holding something. Sometimes she comes home from school with a friend who has Down syndrome. The friend's mother says that when her daughter is with Millie, she comes home happy." He was very thankful that his daughter's life sent a message of hope. She tells people with disabilities not to hide, not to be afraid, and to do whatever they want. "Life took away a lot from her, but it gave her this wonderful gift in return," he said. Millie is doing well now. She still skates, cheers on other skaters, and gets love and respect from thousands of people. Since she was born without a leg, it seemed like life had given the little girl a bad hand. Millie didn't give up, even though most people would have. Her story gives us hope and shows that we can get through even the hardest problems. It also shows how kindness can change people's lives. That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more amazing stories.